So about 2 weeks ago, the homie E asked me to give you guys a tour of my setup, and I figured now is a pretty decent time. Now that I got everything situated, I got a nice little flow going. So today, what I'm gonna be doing is giving you guys a tour of all of the equipment I use, sort of explaining to you guys, what everything is, how I use it, why I use it, and just forewarning as we get into this, a lot of the gear that you guys see here is going to be different from your traditional content creator, and that is because I also am a videographer, photographer. I do professional video work on the side. So a lot of the cameras that you guys see me use, some of the things that I do in my workflow is because my entire thing has to be like a hybrid between content creation, YouTube, but also like the professional video work that I do with my clients. So do not think a lot of the stuff that you guys see is absolutely needed. Like, you need this to be able to make good videos. You don't. But just know also that there will be some affiliate links popping up throughout this video. So if you see things like the keyboard that I'm using, the mouse I'm using, this headset even, all those things will be available for you guys to use an affiliate link and help give me a little kickback if you do want to do a little upgrade to your setup this summer. But without further ado, I'm going to stop yapping and let's get into it, shall we? All right, so first things first, this is the battle station, as I like to call it. This is my setup. The desk that I'm rocking is a Secret Labs Evo. Magnus Evo is what it's called. I have the PC mount attachment in there. The desk riser, do not judge me for my cable management. We are making it work. So I installed the riser here and then also the Secret Lab arms, just because their arms and like this desk was very peculiar. The things that I like about this desk is obviously it does lift up, as you guys have seen me. If you guys are in stream with me, whenever I'm doing stream, I do like to stand up occasionally. If you guys were here last year, you know I spent a lot of time streaming, a lot more time than I am this year. So being able to stand up in the middle of long streams whenever I do feel like doing that is super, super important. And I encourage you guys to, if you can, invest in a standing desk because it's important to move your body. Now, I have a dual monitor setup as you see here. This one is an LG 32-inch, I believe. This is a Gigabyte 27-inch, and this one is, they're both 1440p. If I remember correctly, that's for sure that they are 1440p. This one is OLED though. The LG is OLED, so sometimes there's a difference. Typically when I'm editing, I try to do like all the color sensitive things on the LG. The camera that I'm using is another EOS R, similar to the one that you guys see me recording on right now. And once again, this is one of those things where I mentioned, do not think that you have to have one of these cameras. You do not. I do this professionally. That's why I have these cameras. If you're just trying to get into content creation and just need like a stationary camera, I highly recommend the Elgato Webcam 4K. That's super easy to use. But yeah, if you guys need recommendations for things, feel free anytime, comment, let me know, and I can find those for you. And also let me know if you ever want recommendations, what your budget is, because that makes it a lot easier for me to recommend you things. As far as my chair goes, my chair is very, very beat up. It is a GT Player. I actually didn't buy this chair. Shout out to my ex-girlfriend, because she bought it for me. Miss you. So, here you see a couple of the gadgets that I use. This right here, oopsie. This right here is the Elgato 4K-X. So this is the capture card. When you guys are asking me, how do I get my game footage from like my PlayStation, my Switch 2, to the actual like computer, so that you guys can see it, it's through this capture card. So Elgato 4K-X. I personally am a huge fan of Elgato and Logitech G items. Elgato, if you're watching this, what's up? Holla at your boy. Also, I use the Elgato Stream Deck. So when you guys are asking me, oh, you change scenes, how'd you make it look different? Oh, usually here is where all my sound effects are. That is how I do it. And this next thing I'm gonna show you, I actually am going to do a separate video on because it has been a huge help for me. But this right here is the Elgato Prompter. So when you guys see me like staring into the camera and you're like, as I'm reading chat and I'm streaming, or if I have like certain commercials that I have to do or like different short like trailer videos and I need to hit certain points, this thing is super handy. And I do plan on doing like a shorter video just walking you guys through how I use this and how it has helped my workflow. But this is the Elgato Prompter. My microphone is the Elgato Wave 3. A lot of Elgato stuff, even this green screen. Green screen is also Elgato, and it is one of my favorite things, as you guys have known from the past. I know I'm rambling. That was a lot really quickly. Let me see what else on the desk. Obviously, I have all my controllers here, and don't judge me, I'm a fan of black controllers. I'm not really super colorful when it comes to things, but I did just get this, so video coming soon of me reviewing the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo 64 controller. Once again, these are my Astro A50s, which have been amazing, by the way, just because, once again, streaming, wanting to move around and be like sort of wireless as I do what I do, because as you guys know, sometimes I like to get really emotional and I like to jump around. These have been sick. But my Switch 2 Pro controller, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 5 controller, and Xbox Elite controller from when I'm playing on PC, because I don't really like mouse and key. I'm still a noob, don't judge me. The lights that I'm rolling with are my Elgato key light and the key light Air. I don't think that they make this anymore, so I'm pretty sure they only have their key lights now, but they also have like a consumer line with like the Neo. So if you guys are looking for lights to go on your desk, once again, I recommend Elgato, and they do have different lines for different things. Right here on the desk, I was able to fit my PS5 and my Switch 2, so that's where those stay. And then just to switch which one goes into the whatchamacallit, the capture card, I just have their HDMI cords lined right there. And yeah, also here's my on-desk whiteboard that I got from YouTube. Shout out my YouTube partner community. I really appreciate them for sending me that. Some coasters, and then I have a $10 eShop gift card to give away to you guys in a video soon. Next thing. So now we talk about backdrop decoration. As you guys can see, this is like where I live. So this is actually literally my living room. Umbra, this is one of her favorite spots. Ven acá. Thank you. Go lay down again. Of course, no YouTube setup is complete without decorations. So back here is just a couple of things that I've collected over the years. This right here is really important to me because this is Dior's Ashes. If you guys have been around in the channel for a while, you know Dior was my other dog that I had besides Umbra. And he was my panacito, like he was my little homie. And he was always in the room with me whenever I recorded, so I always keep his Ashes right behind me just because, yeah, I like to keep them close. One of my first Lego set, actually, I built half of that on stream, a little Gibble, because as you guys know, Garchomp is my favorite Pokemon. If you guys remember these little collectibles from the McDonald's collab, this is like Cactus Jack or something. Some more cool stuff I got from YouTube before. This camera is actually my very first camera that I ever made a video with and a YouTube video with, so it stays here because sentimental value. Now I got some swords because you know I'm a nerd. My PC I built in 2023, so the prices are astronomically different compared to what it would probably be now. It's probably cost you $1,000 more than what I paid. But I have a 4080 in there. I run an Intel i7 9-core processor or 12-core processor, I don't even remember. But I also have 32 gigabytes of RAM, so those are the biggest things. So the 4080 was super important to me, and then the 32 gigabytes of RAM because once again I do a lot of video editing. And what else do I have? 1000-watt power supply. And yeah, and then I run an AIO for cooling. So that is what we're doing as far as PC. Once again, not something that you need, but when I started doing YouTube, I was only using my MacBooks. Like, I had a super cheap MacBook that didn't even have, I think it had all of 6 gigs of RAM. When I was trying to use it, and trying to run like a capture card and run a game on that was basically impossible. So I'm happy that back in 2023 I was able to finally get the money together to upgrade, but I didn't let at any point the gear that I had or I didn't have stop me from doing anything. But as I got better and as I was able to save more money, then I invested more. So yeah, this was a quick little tour of my setup. And once again, if you guys want to check out those affiliate links down below, let me know if you have any questions or want me to make any shorts explaining how I use certain things. Also let me know, because I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to you, E, for reminding me to make this video for you guys. And once again, if you guys have any suggestions, things that you want to see from me, let me know and I will write it down. This is the other thing. I don't think I can show you guys all of this because, oh, no, actually, yeah, all these games are out. So, boom, this is my whiteboard. This is where I write down all of my goals and videos I'm working on. Goals are super important to me. As you guys know, you have seen many a times, I always write down my goals, and I encourage you guys to always write down your goals. And then whatever games I'm working on, I try to update this every 2 weeks or monthly, but that's what I got working on right now. And yeah, so there it is. There you have it. The setup of Rise of Uchiha 2026. Yeah, I'm gonna go edit this now. Peace.